shed in this land. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
This happened earlier today. Members of the Catholic mission in the nation's capital, Abuja, on a prayer procession seeking God's intervention over the rising cases of insecurity in the country. The procession, led by the president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, Archbishop Augustine Akubeze, is held on the sidelines of the Catholic Bishops' Conference holding in Abuja. The procession started from the Ecumenical Center to Our Lady Queen of Nigeria Pro Cathedral in Garki, Abuja, with the faithful holding placards with different inscriptions bearing their messages to the federal government. Archbishop Augustine Akubeze delivers the message to the Catholic bishops in Nigeria.
Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus.
We therefore appeal to the government to immediately put a stop to this unprecedented wave of violence and brutality aimed particularly at Christians. We also call for the arrest and prosecution of those behind these senseless killings that sow the dangerous seeds of hate and distrust among the various segments of the Nigerian society. We are sad. We are in sorrow and grief. But we are confident that the light of Christ which shines in our hearts will brighten the dark corners of the Nigerian society. As a mark of mourning for all our brothers and sisters who have been victims of the most recent wave of violence against Christians, we are all dressed in black today, just as we did on Ash Wednesday, and offer our prayers and penance for their repose.
At least 30 persons have been reported killed and several others injured by suspected bandits who attacked some villages in Igabi and Giwa local government areas of Kaduna State today. The affected villages are Kirawa, Rago, Marina, Zariawa, Hashimawa, Gidan Musa, Seidu, and Unguwa Barao. Although the police authorities and Kaduna State government are yet to confirm the attack, an indigene of Giwa local government area told Channels Television that troops of the Nigerian Army and Air Force launched offensive attacks against the bandits and in the process killed many of them. Sources also said the bandits launched the attacks in the villages in what seems like a revenge against the villagers who they accuse of volunteering information to security agencies that resulted in the killing of their members. The onslaught between the bandits and the military is said to be ongoing. Staying with security matters, police authorities in Benue State have rescued the abducted Director of Treasury in the State Civil Service, Mr. Jeffrey Agada, who was kidnapped last Thursday by a 5-man gang from his home in Makurdi. The kidnappers were demanding 50 million naira ransom for his release before they were arrested after a gun battle with the police. The State Commissioner for Police, Mr. Muhammad Mukadas, says some of the suspects were arrested and the recovery of one AK-47 rifle. Governor Samuel Otom, on his part, commended the police for rescuing the state director without paying any ransom.
We've been working around the clock to see how we could be able to rescue him unhurt and alive. They made demands of about 50 million. We played with time. We work on credible intelligence, and by the grace of God, we've been able to have an encounter with them, and then Mr. Agada has been rescued alive. No ransom was paid. No ransom was paid.
I want to express my inestimable appreciation to the Commissioner of Police and members of sub-team and the Nigerian police in general. This Commissioner of Police have exhibited uncommon commitment to the service. And I think that if all commissioners of police in this country will do this, it will not demand state government to be asking for state policing, but we'll be asking for what to do to support them to accomplish this type of security in our various states.
In the meantime, kidnapping may no longer thrive in Nasarawa State, and that's because Governor Abdullahi Sule has signed the anti-kidnapping bill into law. The law, which has stringent deterrence mechanisms, according to the government, will help stem the tide of insecurity in the state. Our correspondent, Halima Gayom, reports.
Nasarawa State, like other states across Nigeria, has had its fair share of kidnapping, which is bedeviling the country. According to the Nigeria Police and the Civil Defense Corps in the state, 125 suspects of kidnapping have been arrested between 2019 and 2020. Paulina Ochanya Santos is currently at the Police Criminal Investigation Department for attempting to kidnap her friend's mother. Still frightful while struggling with tears, Martha Akua, the victim, preaches mindfulness.
We should be very careful. I don't know whether we believe I will trust anybody again, even my family. I don't think, because, oh God.
Martha is fortunate in her case as the police intervention was swift after the person Paulina contracted to kidnap her gave the police a tip-off. The many woes of kidnapping in the state prompted this lawmaker to sponsor the anti-kidnapping bill.
Our people are highly, predominantly, peasant farmers, and they live in areas where the security could not reach, and they are vulnerable to the hands of kidnappers.
As Governor Abdullahi Sule appends his signature to the bill, making it a law, he reiterates his resolve to secure the state.
It is against this background that we are resolved to take deliberate steps in order to secure our environment and to rise up to the crime and criminalities to ensure that law and order are maintained at all times for the socio-economic development of our dear state.
The police express optimism as the new law takes effect.
In Nasarawa State, there will be peace. In Nasarawa State, people will not run helter-skelter.
With the new law in place, death, life imprisonment, confiscation of property will be the penalty for perpetrators of kidnapping in the state. Halima Gayam, Channels Television News.
Residents of Lalukpon area, which houses more than 300 communities in Oyo State, are appealing to Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company to restore power supply so that more businesses will not shut down. The residents, who on one hand are lamenting over the extinction of industrial hub, are raising concern that more small and micro businesses may go the way of the big ones if the situation remains the same. Our community report tonight examines the pains of the residents and efforts expended so far.
Here lies the remains of Asadem. Before its dying days in 2007, it was Africa's regional center for engineering, design and manufacturing of prototypes for metal fabrication of all sorts, used in agriculture and allied sectors. It's just one of the more than 30 such companies on the 2-kilometer stretch of road along Yano Church to Uludu to Yano for en route Lalukpon in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Major among the causes for the terrible state of these companies in a country fighting unemployment is poor power supply. The people and businesses around these areas are also having their taste of the epileptic power supply, in spite of the number of transformers littering the place. Now, everyone has to cater to their own power needs, and those who cannot afford risk a face-off with darkness.
It affects our business seriously because we couldn't still like to do everything. We cannot iron. At times we may want to use the electric machine.
The productivity of those workers around here are low due to the fact that the little amount they have and the little amount they earn, they keep buying for just to implement their work.
Moving at night may not be as difficult for motorists as it is for pedestrians who have to grope their way around at night. Although previous efforts don't seem to be yielding desired results, but the residents will not give up just yet. Now they are calling a meeting between themselves and staff of Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company.
When you have faults in your area, you call any of the IBDC staff. They will ask you, they don't have vehicle, they don't have this. By the time they come, they demand for something else before they can do the job. And under normal circumstances, I don't think that's supposed to be happening.
The distribution company is not unaware of some of these challenges.
It's a tough time, yes, but it definitely won't last because there are positives. The federal government, even IBDC, are putting plans to ensure that that axis of Lalukman enjoy fair and stable power supply.
We have concluded that we are going to improve on the supply given to Lalukman 33 kV feeder. We are going to give them at least, we promise them 8 hours supply, 4 hours during the day and 4 hours at night.
Now, residents are on the lookout that this is not another tactful reply in a difficult situation, and they hope that the fulfillment of this promise will be sooner than later. Bukola Oriowo, Channels Television News.
Lovers of video games can now take their gaming to the next level with LG OLED televisions, designed to deliver an amazing picture quality with an upgraded performance that brings sports and video games to life. In demonstrating the potential of the 3D product, LG Electronics has put together a gaming contest in Lagos, where Imaji Faruno emerged winner.
LG Electronics is committed to improving its overall user experience to deliver a smoother and more realistic visual with the LG OLED television. Now the company is set to have the same impact on the gaming market, which is evident at the grand finale of the LG OLED gaming contest.
LG as a global leading brand actively participates in youth empowerment activities or any youth-related activities. OLED gaming contest is a part of youth empowerment program. The winner prize is 1 million naira and one 65 C9 TV, which is around worth of 1 million. Total, the winning prize would be 2 million naira.
Using these gamepads, 6 finalists compete for the top prize in football video games. And after hours of a keenly contested competition, Imaji Farina emerges winner.
I'm so grateful for LG for investing in the gaming community in Nigeria. It's so thoughtful of them to ponder on what people do, with their free time, and then organize the tournament, for youths and people to come watch and have fun.
Apart from its extraordinary performance, the LG OLED screen also features some artificial intelligence capabilities.
The first and foremost thing you have to see on this screen is the picture quality. As you can see that the gamers are really focusing on LG OLED TVs much more than LED TVs. The fast response time is key as well. As you can see that the response time on this one is quite faster than this.
The company has renewed its commitment to rewarding customers' loyalty with innovative home entertainment products to deliver a seamless gaming experience.